drag me to hell. Now, at first glance, I really just thought this was another terrible horror movie like they all are these days. Although it was directed by Sam Raimi, I just really wasn't very interested in it. But, this week, I couldn't help but notice that it was getting really, really good reviews. And I was confused. And I saw it with my friend tonight. I had to see it, I'm like, all right, I really want to see if this movie's good. I like a good horror movie. I'm not sure last time I ever saw one of those. This is another haunting movie. And this movie does, like, what the horrible other 2009 horror movie, The Haunting in Connecticut, except instead of being hallucinations, then you open your eyes and it's gone. This movie's hardcore. This movie is really scary. And it's got balls. It does. It's a depressing movie, and it's cool. There's moments where it's kind of just like nothing but camp, but it shoots for that, and some stuff kind of confused me. It's like, I read about like a lot of critics saying it's funny. I'm like, all right, it's funny? Really? Like Justin Long, some of the stuff is funny? No, I mean, there's scenes where like they scare you, then it turns into like the Looney Tunes. And some of it was kind of cool, and some of it just kind of felt out of place. Like it was like a serious, like intense moment that builds tension. And then it got really over the top. And a lot of people seem to really like that about this movie. I thought some of it was okay. Some of it kind of just ruined some tension, it just kind of got carried away into stupid land. But, the filmmakers definitely went wild with it. Yeah, this is an interesting movie. It's definitely different. I think it does a lot of cool things with, a familiar story. We've seen the story before. She did something bad, so she's being haunted because of it. And they do a lot of cool things with it. And this is a fun movie. It scares you, and it makes you laugh. And I just had a lot of fun with it. But like I said, it's dark. Like, there are some, like, really stupid stuff, like I said, where, like, it just shoots for laughs. But it's a depressing movie, and there's some pretty sick stuff in it. So that's a warning. I know it's PG-13, but it's not a feel-good movie in any way possible. I don't think I've seen any other Sam Raimi horror movie, like Evil Dead or whatever it's called. Apparently that's supposed to be pretty good. And people are saying this is a lot like it, within like this over-the-top, campy horror style that has humor in there. It's interesting. Some of it, like I said, I guess I kind of like that aspect of it, but I just thought it kind of didn't really work in some scenes. It got a little too stupid. But some of it was cool, and I think it kind of worked well with this movie, because in a way this movie kind of is poking fun like these campy movies. And it's still able to, like have some of that like campy over-the-top style and still be a well-made horror movie. I really don't get scared very easily at all. Like, a bunch of these horror movies that I've seen recently just don't scare me at all. The Uninvited, Haunting in Connecticut, Prom Night, just not a single scare in them. Very typical stuff. This movie, really, there's some scenes where I crap myself. I'm serious. Check it out if it sounds like something you'd be interested in from the cautionary description I gave. But yeah, I think this is a really good movie. All these stupid teenagers that go and see like these movies just for fun. I don't think they're going to like it very much. I do think there's going to be a big split reaction on this movie, and that's mainly just because of the ending. And I personally really like the ending, because I like it when movies have guts like this and don't go for the typical, happy, cliched, formulaic ending. And I think this movie is really good with staying away from the typical horror movie cliches and making it interesting and fun and inventive. I thought this was a really good movie. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.